5. Coming to y'all right now. In studio guest today, Black Trump supporter. Nabil, what's your name? Nabil? Samir. Nabil Samir. Let's do it. Show 25. Good afternoon. Welcome to Outside the Round Table, and I'm your host, H.L. Seiler. But before we get started, like we do every week, I'd like to take this time to take a moment of silence for the over 205,000 loved ones lost to this pandemic. So could you join me in a moment of silence, please? Thank you very much. And I'd like to send a shout out to our first responders, the real heroes and sheroes of this pandemic. Because, listen, excuse me, listen, I hope I'm not correct. I really do. I hope I'm not correct. But I see another major outbreak coming, y'all. Another major outbreak coming. Because DeSantis is opening back schools, I think, all through Florida next week. And frankly, I think that's a huge mistake. And I just can't get over these Republicans downplaying this virus. It's really sad. So having said that, today, I want my listeners to exercise what our motto is and show the community how we debate and how we give people respect when we discuss these issues. Because remember, our motto is we stimulate conversation while assimilating information while being very, very respectful at the same time when we discuss issues. Because let's face it, everybody sees things through their own eyes. Huh? So I can't tell you how to think and I can't tell you how to feel. Only thing I can do is listen to what you're saying, and if it apply, if it don't apply, I let it fly, and whatever else apply, I try to take it and move forward with it. But we must, in order for us to move this country forward, we must be able to talk to one another. That's point blank, the number one component, being able to talk to one another. Because like I've said numerous times before, we all in this together, folks. We all in this together. Huh? We're all in this together. So, and because we have a debate tonight, we're going to have a debate today. In the studio, I have a Black Trump supporter. And he's coming in to tell us why he thinks Trump should be able to do another 4 years, and what he thinks Trump has done for the country. And when you call in, we only have an hour show, so try to hold your comments, kind of short today, because there'll be a lot of people want to call in today, and we want to try to get a lot of questions to Nabil Zira. Go ahead. What's your name?
Samir.
Samir.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Samir, but it's Nabil.
Yeah,
Samir.
Nabil, yeah.
Oh, okay, Nabil.
Either one.
Okay, so he's in the studio with me today, and he's a very good friend of mine from Nigeria. I think you guys remember him a couple of weeks ago on the phone, and we had such a huge response to I had to bring him in the studio. And a couple of my friends of Trump supporters, so you had a Trump supporter and he got attacked. He's not being attacked. You feel you've been attacked? First of all, let me let you speak for yourself. You feel you've been attacked? How you felt about the last time we had the show?
I just feel I felt really good. We shared our idea, and it was really good.
Because I want you to come on when you come on the show. I want you to have an experience, a pleasurable experience.
Yeah, actually, it's my first time here.
Okay, but I'm talking about you came on the show on the phone though.
Yeah, it was really good because people had different opinions and different views to mine, and it's totally normal.
Right.
To disagree.
Okay. Well, I've invited this Trump supporter to join us for the show today because I said that our show is a platform for everybody to speak how they feel. And my job today would be to convey to our listeners, which I'm trying to do now, that we can't change people's minds on the air. The only thing we can do is assimilate information that we might, feel that is informing or enlightening this person to pertinent information that we feel is pertinent. That person might not be aware, the information that person might not be aware of. Now, we can do that. So with that in mind, we're about to hold our own debate, complete with a Trump supporter. All right, we can get down, because guess what? We got a lot to talk about today. Listen, but because, like I said, I said, listen, we got to treat our guests with respect. And that's the only thing I ask of my listeners. you got to talk with respect, no cursing. But let's try to get to the issue. Let's don't get bogged down and back and forth. Let's state how we feel, and then let's go at it. Remember, it's hard to get Trump supporters to come on this show. So we want to be respectful, because they feel they'll be attacked verbally over the phone, but they're not being attacked. We just got animated guests, and I'm one of them. But I'm assured. But I've assured him and others that we don't have that type of show. But my listeners are very passionate, and like I said, so am I. So it may get a little heated, but it's going to be heated in a positive manner. But really, we want to try and enlighten rather than argue. Huh? We want to try to enlighten rather than argue. So, because when we do that, we can actually learn something from one another. So, I want anybody who wishes to call in today, do so whenever they feel they have something to say during this conversation that we're about to have. But like I said, because we're on an hour show, we ask that you keep your statements sharp and to the point. So without further ado, outside round table would like to welcome Nabil. And how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing really great. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Like I said, we had such a large response for the first show. Yeah. We decided to bring you in the studio, so welcome and just relax and enjoy the ride. Yeah. So everybody ready? Everybody ready? So let's get to it. Can somebody tell me how Donald Trump was able to pay $750 in taxes? Boy, I need to find that guy. He got it. Maybe Nabil can help us out. Nabil, you got the flow, baby.
Well, good morning, listeners. I hope you're doing great. First of all, I want to make this really clear. I want to say ideology knows no color. We've been driven by ideology. We got two main parties actually in America. The Republican and the Democratic Party. Yeah. So, but what my point is this, it has each party is driven by an ideology, the conservative and the moderate, what you call them, the Democrats. Yeah, so we're driven by an ideology, and I just want, this argument to be based on, ideology. Let's listen to mine and I listen to yours. I don't want it to be about, why people actually despise people. A lot of people are going to vote for Biden because they dislike Trump. That's the reason. A lot of people are not voting for Biden because of an ideology. It's just because of the hate they have for Trump. That's the reason. And I don't see anything special about Biden. No ideology. His campaign is empty. He's not talking about issues. He's just talking about what Trump is doing wrong, but not what he's gonna do to the American people. That's the first point I want to make. And about the $750, I think it's fake news. It's fake news.
Oh my God!
It's fake news because there is no. I mean, just
are you serious right now?
It's fake news. It's fake news.
This is the problem I get from all my friends who Trump supporters. They always holler everything fake, but where y'all getting your news from?
I'll give you an example.
Where you getting your news from?
No, I'll give you an example.
Go ahead.
I'll give you an example. A couple of weeks back, we had an issue with the military where they said Trump insulted the military, the dead, our fallen heroes in the military, and Trump had 25 people that came out and said he never made that statement. Now, the person who actually accused Trump of making that statement said he's from a source who he couldn't even bring out the source. We don't know the name of the source. We don't know where the source came from. As to Trump having 25 people who actually came out and said he never said this, it's a hoax, it's a lie.
Actually, it was the general that said that.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
No, the general. Tell me the name of the general. Who said?
It was either Tillis. It was either Tillis or what's the last guy?
The former NSA.
The former chief of staff. What his name was? What the guy name? His name escapes me now.
No, he said the former chief of staff said he wasn't going to make a comment about that. That doesn't mean he said Trump made that statement. Actually.
No, he said he was in the room. No, this general said he was in the room. No, you should check. This general said he was in the room. This general said. Well, but see, this is what we get when we talk about Trump.
Yeah.
He said, she said. Is it a hoax? Is 200 million people dead? Over 205,000 people dead. Is that a hoax?
No, it's not.
Is that a hoax?
It's not a hoax. But that's the.
I can give you anecdote after anecdote of people that's dead. I can give you. Is it 2 million of people out of work? I see. I get tired of this. He said, she said. Okay, let's say he didn't say that.
Okay.
Let's say he didn't say that. Hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me address that. Cause you just going on and on. I gotta address that. I would be doing my listeners a disservice to sit here and listen to that without pushback. What I'm telling you is, I'm tired of this man being made excuses for. First of all, 205,000 people are dead. That don't lost their life needlessly.
Is it 205?
Because it's over 205,000.
What Joe Biden said it was 100.
It's 200. I'm telling you, it's over 205,000 people dead.
Okay.
Now you want to talk about numbers now.
Okay.
I'm talking about an epic fail. An epic fail for this president. He ain't did nothing. What I can't understand is he hasn't did anything for people to be breaking their neck and turning themselves in pretzels about it. Because he don't care about none of y'all Trump supporters. He really don't. Because let me tell you why. If he cared about y'all had him on tape saying that this virus was a killer. He said, Bob, he talking to Bob Woodard. You want to get the names? Bob Woodard, who interviewed him. He get to Bob Woodard, he said, Bob, this thing's a real killer. And Bob, this thing is airborne. It's some serious things. He said that out of his own mouth. This ain't no staff member. This ain't no disgruntled family member. This him his own self. Out of his own mouth. Then he turned around and to this day he's still having those super spreader rallies. Because that's what they are, super spreader rallies. Because if he said if he said it out of his own mouth, should we take him for his word for it? Yes or no? If he said it out of his own mouth, should we take his word for it? Nabil?
Well, like this is a very sensitive issue because it has to do with life and death.
Exactly.
Yeah. So So I don't want to make a statement.
Okay, I respect that.
So, but what I want to say is this.
But let me ask you another question.
I
don't want you to move on. I don't want you to move on. We want to.
I want to talk about
this. This is what happens.
I want to talk about this.
When a Trump supporter gets stumped, he try to move on.
No.
We want to deal with what's going on.
I want to talk about this. Actually.
Okay, go ahead.
I want to talk about this.
Go ahead.
This pandemic, no one planned for it actually.
Okay, but guess what? Your leader is judged on how he handles situations. That's why he's the leader.
Well, this pandemic.
If he said the pandemic, he didn't have nothing to do with the pandemic. It's his handling of the pandemic.
No one. Yeah, I'm coming.
His response to the pandemic that exacerbated the pandemic.
I'm gonna get there. No one actually planned for this pandemic. I mean, as at November, it wasn't even an issue. This thing started being an issue February. Remember? He closed down the country January. But it really, started, I think the first death was recorded February. But what I'm trying to say is this.
He didn't close down nothing.
No, he closed down.
He didn't close down nothing.
Joe Biden was the one saying.
He didn't close
Joe Biden
down
was the one saying that April.
See, this is why I don't know. I got a fact check.
Okay.
I got a fact check.
Okay.
See, I can't just let you go on. I got a fact check you. That's what's going on. Ain't nobody fact checking nobody.
All right, go ahead.
What happened was, when he closed down China after Biden said something.
Nah.
But hold on.
Nah.
But China diplomats were still 40,000 people in China still was traveling backwards and forwards, bro. This is what I'm trying to tell you. 40,000 people from China diplomats were still flying backwards and forwards to China, so it wasn't really closed down. And then by that time it had to spread to Europe, and he did not put a ban on the Europeans. So that's why we got this. That's why we were here. That's fact, ladies and gentlemen.
Shutting down this whole pandemic thing has a lot of component in it. Shutting down the country is just one component. But what we have to look at also is the medical equipment that we never had. The ventilators, the hospitals weren't well equipped.
You talking about the ventilators that you sent to China? You talking about the ventilators you sent to China in March? I didn't know we was going to get a pandemic.
I'm trying to make a point.
Yeah, but I'm asking you talking about those ventilators? The ventilators that he sent to China right before in March. That's why we didn't have no. Well, let's say why we didn't have it. You said we didn't have it. Like Obama didn't have the shells packed.
He didn't.
The shells. That's actually absolutely wrong.
That is a collective failure.
That's absolutely wrong. The cupboards was actually filled. The cupboards was actually filled.
Else we want to be biased, but that's a collective failure from the government, from the past government. The country wasn't well equipped. The healthcare sector was bad. It wasn't Donald Trump's fault that we had no ventilators, we had no face masks, and we had.
It was absolutely Donald. It was absolutely Donald fault.
He started.
Listen. He sold PPEs, ventilators, all that to China.
He didn't.
Right before.
It was when the country had enough equipment. Donald Trump didn't send out equipment. I'm gonna fact check you now.
Fact check. Yeah, I'm gonna fact check your phone. Fact check. And guess what? Donald Trump. So you're trying to tell me Donald Trump? You said you're trying to tell me Donald Trump did a great response? He gave himself an 8 for the response.
I mean, you wouldn't know. I'm
asking you to give him an 8. What grade you give him?
I'll give him a C.
A C?
Yeah, I'll give him a C because I don't know if it was the other party that was in government. I don't know if he's gonna do better. I mean, a lot of us talk when we're not in a person's shoe. We just think it's so easy, and if it was the other person, he's gonna do better. And maybe that person would have done worse.
Listen. I'm never talking about Democrats and Republicans.
No, I'm just
talking about this man is not qualified to be president.
I mean, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
He's mentally ill.
You wouldn't. How?
How? You don't think he's mentally ill?
Well, I don't want to judge. I don't want to. I don't want to even. I don't want to.
My God.
I don't want to.
Call you on the air. Let me hear one of my callers outside the round table. You're on the air. This is HL.
All right, thank you.
Go ahead, Nabil.
Thank you for calling. So the issue is this. I just want to talk about issues. I do not want to talk about. The whole Donald Trump had, I think, 3.5 years now of his tenure. So let's talk about the 3.5 years. Let's not just talk about the coronavirus. Let's go back. Let's talk about the tax reform. Let's talk about the First Step Act. Let's talk about the founding for historical black colleges. Let's talk about fact. And let's talk about the fact that Donald Trump is actually in power because of the failure of people like Joe Biden. He's been there for 47 years. Donald Trump has only been in this for 3.5 years. What are we talking about? Let's not just limit this to the coronavirus. Assuming he did, let's give him an F. Let's say he failed handling the coronavirus, which we're not sure if Joe Biden was in power, he would have done anything better. I mean, we're just assuming he's going to do better. But one thing I know for sure, he's made, if you look at his record in the Senate, he's made really bad decisions, really bad choices, like voting to go to war in Iraq. We lost a lot of troops. Joe Biden supported that. It's a record.
A Republican president says the war, so why you
but he's always. But
a Republican, so all Republicans voted to go to war too. So here's what I'm talking about. Hold on. Listen, hold on.
Okay.
You cannot indict somebody for doing something that you do. See what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with Republicans. They not just talk about everybody else, but they don't talk about what he do.
Donald Trump.
We went to war. What the president? Bush, right? It was Bush, right? No, who's the president when we went to war in Iraq?
Bush.
Okay, so in order for us to go to war, the Republican-led Congress had to vote for that, right? So why would you bring up a Democrat that voted for it?
Well,
when all the Republicans voted for that war.
The president doesn't.
That's what I'm talking about.
The president doesn't.
But I'm saying you can't indict one guy when y'all voted for the war too.
He's on record.
How you gonna lose the war against me when you voted for the war?
He's on record to always vote for the bad, make the wrong choices, vote for the bad. Look at the criminal, justice law he did in '94. I had to look at that. Look at the disaster it was.
Of course, listen.
It was a disaster.
I don't agree with that either. And I
so why don't people?
I concur with you 100%.
Why don't people ask Biden questions?
But listen. We can sit here and go piece by piece on every man. Everybody. 386-516-8031 today. Our 8030 line is out of order. So if you call the 8030 line, go to the 31, 516-8031. But getting back to you, listen, what I'm saying is, we sit here and we go tit for tat. It's not a personality contest. It's what the policies are for the people.
Can I ask you
and what I'm saying is, hold on, let me finish. I'll let you talk. Let me talk for a minute.
Okay.
It's not a personality contest. Now Joe Biden did, like right now, all they talk about is Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden is not running for president.
But you just,
hold on.
Brought up the $750.
Hunter Biden, that's a big deal.
See the double standard?
No, because I pay taxes. Ain't no double standard. The double standard is, y'all don't see no problem with him being a billionaire, paying only $750. Let me explain something to you. These kids that's working at McDonald's and Burger King are putting out more, spending more money for this country on the income tax than Donald Trump is. And he's a billionaire.
Are you sure?
I ain't sure he's no billionaire, but I know he got money enough to pay the taxes. If a person at Burger King, working at a kid at 15, 16-year-old, a kid at Burger King pay more than $750 for their year working at Burger King.
Well, you guys
killed me trying to make that this guy is royalty. This is America. We don't have no autocrats. We don't have no dictators. We don't have no monarchs.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Apart from the pandemic, I would want to know.
Oh, I'm glad you finna ask me that. I know what you finna ask.
No. Go ahead. Please let me ask you.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you.
Go ahead.
You're not Jill Biden, who said, you can't question her husband, mental health. Remember the interview on Saturday? She said you can't question.
See, this is what we're talking about.
I know. I just want to ask a question.
It's one back. It's one up. I got you. I got you here. What I'm telling you is this: I don't care if it's a chipmunk. I want somebody who got some empathy and some sympathy. Huh?
Okay.
When it comes to the people of this country. That man that showed no empathy, no sympathy, no nothing for the people that this country. And not only that, now we find out that he paid, in 10 years, he paid zero in taxes. 10, 11, 15 years. The IRS told you that.
We're not sure. that came out from the New York Times. Everyone knows.
And the New York Times got the information from the IRS.
It's incredible.
But this is IRS. This one, listen.
New York Times
Can I explain something to you?
It wasn't IRS.
Can I explain something to you?
I'm fact checking you.
Trump, you ain't fact checked me. It was IRS. That's IRS's information.
It was New York Times.
New York Times wrote the article. They got the information from the IRS.
No, we're not
oh
sure.
My God.
We're not sure.
See, this is what I'm talking about with Trump supporters.
However, my question
Hold on, let me
is
say something to you. Let me say something to you. You call the New York Times fake news, right?
Yeah.
But the information they got was from our Internal Revenue Service. Hold on. From the Internal Revenue Service that Trump had been trying to block them from using for the last 3, 4, 5, 6 years. And they finally, about 2 months ago, the court system sided with the New York State prosecutor that his income, his taxes could be. But let me say something. You know why it's important? And y'all don't feel like it's important? Let's say I owe somebody, let's say I owe $421 million. Let's say I owe somebody $421 million. Let's say his own son who said that they're getting their money from Russia. So when you see him pulling out of Syria and leaving Turkey and Russia in there, that lets me know that he's using this country as a way to pay off his debt. And when you see so many federal judges, you can't tell me it ain't a high for play situation going on with all 200 and something judges being appointed. 180. This man has, in 3 years, appointed almost a quarter of the federal judges in this country. You hear what I just said? This man, in 3.5 years, has put almost a quarter of the federal judges on the bench. That's on the bench right now. Are you kidding me? Meanwhile, they trying to ram a nominee through that they wouldn't even let Merrick Garland even get a confirmation hearing, let alone let Obama ram him through, and it was 10 months to the election. Now you got a little over a month, and they trying to ram it. And they said at their own mouth, the next president should appoint or nominate a new Supreme Court justice. Even 49% of Republicans say that, bro. And then you got Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell. These people on tape saying, mark my word, hold the tape. And then as soon as the opportunity come up, he do just the opposite. Two-faced it. Lying to the American people right in their face. And that's the problem I have. I ain't got a problem with a Democrat or Republican. I got a problem with the type of people that are put in these positions to make important decisions for the rest of us. I would at least like to know you're a man of your word. When I see you, a two-faced liar right in my face, I have no respect for you. How can I trust you? I can't trust nothing you say. And then when you see the President of the United States messing with institutions that's always been nonpartisan, the post office, the CDC, the FDA. We have information. He telling the CDC to water down, which I told y'all a long time ago on a show about this show 25. I was telling y'all as long as show 10, that this guy, what he was up to. And it's all coming out right now. Trying to intentionally stop the mail, slow down the mail. And then since when your letter don't count when it's postmarked after the date you put it in? I can tell you somebody who was in the federal system doing appeal after appeal, for being wrongly convicted. I can tell you how important it is to get that stamp date on that mail when you mail it. Because once that stamp date in there, it don't matter if they slow that day or not. Your vote gonna count. Now they trying to do away with saying if they don't get it by the day to vote. When have we ever did something like that? Who do that? Your mail could be in 2 weeks, and just because they don't get to it, all this is set up action. This guy keep running this country like he a mob boss. Go ahead, Nabil.
You know, one thing I'm gonna say is I love this president.
Oh
I
my
love
God.
Donald Trump because of his foreign policy. And I'm gonna break it down.
Break it down, please.
I'm gonna break it down.
Break it down, please.
The issue of foreign policy is really important. In fact, the foreign policy disaster of Donald Trump. Hold
on one second, Nabil. Everybody who called it, keep calling in. Call in at 516-8031, not 8030. We keep getting calls at 8030. That line's out. 8031. Go ahead.
Okay, I love him because of his foreign policies. And if you understand, and maybe maybe Americans don't really understand the impact of a president's foreign policy on the rest of the world. Now I'll break it down. Libya is a failed state because of a single decision to take out the leader. Syria is a failed state right now because of the decision of America to get into it. Yemen, we don't even talk about Yemen. Over 200,000 people have died in Yemen because of Barack Obama's decision to get into Yemen. The best thing we can do actually is to stay out of the Middle East and understand the politics of the Middle East. I'll let you talk. I'm gonna get there. Hillary Clinton said it was a mistake getting into Libya, killing Muammar Gaddafi. She said it was a mistake going to kill Gaddafi. It's a failed state because of the decision of Barack Obama. However, I just want to talk about the foreign policy achievement of Donald Trump.
That mean to cut you off. I mean to cut you off.
Okay.
But let me add this.
Okay.
Let me add this. You know what? The United States been doing this even under Democrats and Republican presidents. You bringing that up don't mean that Hillary. We in a pandemic, man. We in a pandemic with crisis going on. Now you want to talk about foreign wars? We the last stock of America.
You don't care about the decision of Barack Obama that killed
I care about listen.
Thousands of kids died in the Red Sea.
You don't want to bring kids up,
between Libya.
Do you want to bring kids up?
Yeah, between Libya.
What about the kids in the cage? What about the kids in the cage? What about the kids in the cage? Are they dying? So it's all right because they dying? It's all right because... No. I'm asking you a question.
Who started the cage? It was Barack Obama that started caging kids.
No, he didn't. That's
Barack Obama that started.
There it is.
It was Barack Obama that started.
Wrong, bro.
I want people to check.
Absolutely wrong.
You're
absolutely wrong.
All right.
You're absolutely wrong, bro.
This
is what I talk about.
We can check that also.
Can I talk a little bit now?
Okay.
Hey, this is what you deal with when you deal with Trump supporters. This is what I deal with all Trump supporters. They want to talk about everything but the elephant in the room. The United States have been mistreating people all over the world. They mistreated us. He already told you your country, Nigeria, is an asshole. That would disqualify him with me.
It is.
All right.
It is.
But that's an insult, bro. That's my point.
It's not an insult. It's just the truth.
Oh
if you don't like his way,
he's not presidential material.
Right, but
he's not presidential material.
It is.
And you got 30-something days.
It is. I mean, he's gonna win. You know he's gonna win.
Yeah, okay.
You know he's gonna win.
Okay.
But I mean, when I'm talking about foreign policy,
if he's gonna win, why do he feel a need? Okay. They try to mess with all these institutions that have never been.
The question.
He don't even get. Listen, this man is so intent on being reelected. He won't even let the CDC give out the people of this country information so they'll know how to deal with these. He trying to tell us to send our kids back to school when he ain't gave school systems no money. He ain't gave no plan.
Did you see the
hold on, let me let some of my calls on the air because we don't heard enough from you for right now.
Okay.
Carl, you on the air. Help me out here.
You on the line? Can I engage?
Who's stopping you?
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? And I just want to I just want to hear your view. Why are you saying that? Period. I mean, I want to know why. I want to understand your reasoning behind you saying that.
Hello?
I think she's up.
She gone? No, she's still there. Hello? All right, gotta move on.
that's the problem, you know, identity politics.
It ain't got nothing to do with identity
Yeah,
politics. Let me get back to you. Let me get back to you.
Based on my race or my color.
It ain't got to do with no race or color.
Yeah, I mean, but she just said.
No, she said
any
mentally
minority.
ill. She said mentally ill. She said any minority
who supports Donald
is
Trump
mentally ill.
Yeah,
because he hasn't did it. You know why she said that?
Why?
Because he hasn't did any
But-
policies that benefit the minorities.
How? What are we talking about? What are we talking
Yeah, but
about?
they didn't even-
How? The tax reforms.
Tax reform.
The jobs. You guys are forgetting all of that. The tax reforms, yeah.
The man is trying to listen. The man is trying to do what payroll
The household
tax.
income.
The man is trying to cut a
about
Obamacare. The man is trying to cut a
$7,000
Obamacare.
during Donald Trump.
Oh, wow.
In 3 years, $7,000.
Do we have a caller? Somebody help me out here. Caller, you on the air with each other outside the round table. Go ahead.
Tell him to change the volume.
Caller, go ahead.
I think it's a volume.
Yes, go ahead. Turn your radio down. Yeah, turn your radio down a little bit, ma'am. Yeah, let him go. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. There she go.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know your reason. You know, saying that. You know, I just want to know why you said that, and you know, we can exchange views. Yeah. What? I don't see it. You see it. I don't see it.
I see it, ma'am.
Well, I think the Democrats. No, if you cannot see what Joe Biden did in 47 years, then something is wrong with you. Wrong, right? What did he do? If he wasn't. I disagree, and what I see is prosperity. What I see is prosperity. No. What I see is prosperity. What I see is prosperity. That's what I see. I see prosperity, and you're gonna vote for Trump, right? Yeah, are you gonna vote for Trump? Yeah, I respect. Yes, ma'am. I do not see that. This is the thing, you know. I respect your view, and you know, yeah.
All right, thanks. Thank you so much. That's right.
Can you give me one instance? Can you give me one instance? Can you? I'm from Nigeria. Can you give me one instance where a statement he made? It is shit. Yeah, that's it. It's a shithole country. It is. All right. Yeah.
Can't curse on the radio. Can't curse on the radio.
All right.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, sir. Yeah, outside the round table, HL. Talking to you.
Okay, I mean, I can't really see, you know, when people just call it. I think we had a conversation with the gentleman the last time. I think I recognize his voice. But the truth of the matter.
No, that's not him. That's not him.
Okay.
You need to deal with who on the phone right now. Let me ask you a question.
Okay. All right. The fact of the matter is, we know he's doing a good job, but I mean, I respect your view. I respect your view. You have of what? Can you?
According to Nigeria.
Of, yeah. I don't think so. I I've benefited from Nigeria 100%. I got 100% scholarship. I got a scholarship from no. I got. Let me tell you, I've benefited from Nigeria 100%. But I think maybe when you have time, you need to read about the corruption in Nigeria and how the broken system is in Nigeria. Then maybe we can actually discuss, and maybe you understand why I believe his sentiment of being a shithole country. A couple of years back, probably 2012. But I can. But. Okay, and can I ask you before? I mean, if you look at the impact of the United States over the world. You take care of your house for sure. You take care of your house.
Thank you.
I want us to look at this holistically, right? I want you to. No. Please. I'll let you. Did you?
Not to mention. Ain't that something? And we paying, and it's our money. And he over our money. Yeah, well, okay, but thanks for the call, man. We gotta go to break. I really appreciate the call, and I agree with you 100%, bro. Thanks for calling in. We gotta go to a break. I didn't mean to really cut him off. I really want to let him talk a little bit longer, but we had to make a quick break. So you guys can keep calling in. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Sorry. I know. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's something I will.
You gonna get me losing my show, man. Oh my God.
No, sorry, man.
You back? Yeah, we having a great discussion today. We got a little loud and had a couple of cuss words that we regret and that we apologize for. You gotta say S-hole. Country's not the word. But his first time on the radio, so we're gonna give him
I'm really sorry for that.
We're gonna give him a pass for that. What I wanted to say was I had a question for somebody if they wanted to call in or if Nabil wanted to ask. Should the President of the United States be having all these super spreader rallies and not requiring his supporters to wear masks? Should they be held responsible? Shouldn't he be held responsible for any outbreaks that can be traced back to those rallies?
No, he shouldn't.
Why? Because hold on. You say he shouldn't. I want to address that. You say he shouldn't. Is that what you just said?
I said he shouldn't be held responsible.
So, in other words, if you know you got HIV and you give it to somebody, you shouldn't go to jail.
It's your choice. I mean, he didn't force you to go. You already know.
Oh my God.
But yeah. I mean, look at it that way. You already know. Same way the protest was going on a couple of weeks back, and the Democrat decided to keep quiet about it because it suits the agenda. It's the same way he can hold his rally.
Those rallies are election rallies, campaign rallies. Those protesters because a man got killed, shot 7 times in the back.
Yeah, but the virus doesn't.
That's different. You conflating right now.
No. But the virus doesn't know a rally and a protest. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you conflate. We're not talking about the virus in the protest. The virus, you can understand what my thing is. You can understand why those people are out there because they're hurt and outraged. As a rally, that's something you just go to like you're going to a game.
You're responsible for your safety.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think he should be held accountable for his thing. If you want to go, you can go. Same way you can go and. I mean, he calls it a peaceful protest anyways. That's what we call it.
There are peaceful protesters. The only 93% of the protesters been peaceful. The other 7% has been the Boogaloo Boys.
So
my
question is,
white supremacy groups that actually went in there and started stuff. What are you talking about?
Well, my question is, the virus doesn't know, a rally and a protest. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, listen, we can go through that all day. I got this to say.
Okay.
The debt of $42 million to me is considered a liability.
Okay.
Right? Especially since we don't know who he owes the money to. Okay. I know myself that he owes $200 million to a bank in China. That's why all of a sudden now he want to hate China. First of all, when the pandemic first started, he said China was doing a great job. Now he's saying China. Now he's calling it China flu. So now I can bet you. I can bet you some of that $421 million, ladies and gentlemen, came from Russia. I mean, I ain't seen it, but I'm willing to bet somebody that, especially since his son Eric said, we get most of our money from Russia. That's what they said. See, the problem I have with people is these people saying stuff out their own mouth, and y'all trying to defend something coming out of his own mouth. I don't understand that. If I say that out my mouth, when y'all gonna believe Trump? Trump showing y'all who he is. When y'all gonna believe him? Calling you on the air outside the round table with HL. Go ahead. Call. Yes, you're on the air, ma'am. No, it ain't Nabil. Yeah, turn right out, ma'am. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Now, if I had some strategy for Biden tonight, because we running late on time. Mm-hmm. If I had some strategy for Biden tonight in Cleveland, I would tell Biden to go hard on the facts. Just go hard on the facts. And here we are 6 months. Emphasize, Joe, emphasize. Here we are 6 months in the pandemic, and we still have no plan. That's what you gotta keep saying, Joe. We still have no plan to help us get back to normal. Illuminate that fact, and we good to go. What you gotta say, Nabil?
Well, I don't know. You guys like talking about is it $40 million, but you don't want to bring the $1.5 billion Hunter Biden got from Russia. As if that's not a thing. We just want to sweep it under the carpet.
Now it's billions of dollars he got?
$1.5 billion.
First y'all said it was some millions. Now it's going all the way to $1.5 billion.
$1.5 billion he got from Russia, but we don't want to talk about it.
But good thing Hunter Biden, we want to talk like Hunter Biden ain't running the president, and Hunter Biden ain't going to have no say over our policies and our lives.
But he got it from his dad.
Trump should never ran for president because guess what? He's been doing this all his life. And guess what? Now he's finna come on the roost. Because when he lose, he going to jail. He going to jail, bro. He going to jail.
He ran for president because of the failure of people.
Man, he ran to jail. He ran. Yeah. Because he was in debt and he wanted to try to up his brain. He had no intention. He had no idea he was winning. And when you talk about the pay over Obama and Biden, Obama had 100 and some straight months of job growth and everything. All he did was ride Obama coattail. That's all. The economy was already booming when he took office.
But you do know what I want to.
Now he don't put it. Now guess what the economy is now?
What?
In a ditch.
But what I want to let you know is you do not run for president if you don't have a base. Joe Biden is going to win the election because it's empty. He has no base. People are voting for Joe Biden. People will vote for Joe Biden because they hate Trump.
Okay.
But people like me will vote for Trump because I love Trump. That's the only thing he has going for him.
Okay.
No, he doesn't talk about policies. As if coronavirus.
Y'all keep on drinking that Kool-Aid because Trump ain't drinking it.
What?
Y'all keep on drinking that Kool-Aid because Trump ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. That man, y'all drinking all that Kool-Aid just like Jim Jones. Y'all a cult. But the only thing different with Jim Jones and y'all, Jim Jones drunk that because he believed in it. Trump don't even believe in it. He telling all y'all, he look at y'all as collateral damage. That's what he look at y'all. But let me get back to what I was saying. The plan for my boy Joe, because I ain't that great about Joe, but I just want somebody in there.
Thank you. You just said it.
No,
you just said it. Thank you very much.
No, but he's better than Donald Trump.
Nah, I don't believe that.
He's way better than Donald Trump, bro. Listen, it's a whole lot of people that's Republicans, and I feel a lot safer with running this country than Donald Trump. Because I feel like Donald Trump really don't care nothing about this country anyway. All he does is about Donald Trump. But I digress. But let me get back to what I was saying. Joe, talk about the fact that he telling everybody to open up schools, but he ain't gave no plan for the schools to open up, and he ain't gave no money for the schools to open up. He just saying open back up. But he ain't said school open back up. I really feel if everybody go out and vote, then he'll lose by a landslide. He won't be able to cheat. Because it'll be too overwhelming. I can't even think of the word I'm trying to think right now. Not overbearing, but win by a lot. How about that? But if we don't, it'll give them a chance to cheat and win. Instead of cheating and losing. Because they're going to cheat anyway. Huh? They're going to cheat anyway. But knowing all this, it really makes me wonder about how much we don't know about. All this information coming out. Because the whole time he's been trying to suppress all this information. Now all this stuff is coming out. Stuff about his own sister, his own niece, his own lawyers. These ain't me. These ain't no Democrat crackpots. This is family members. This is his own personal lawyers. These are the people that work under him, work for him, work side by side. Now you come out and you got a tape of Trump telling Bob Woodard that he knew it was a killer, that he knew it was dangerous. At the same time, he was going out actively telling his supporters, don't wear no mask. Now you tell me if that's un-American. You got a couple minutes. Go ahead. You tell me if that's un-American or not. We got about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it really short.
We'll make it pretty short.
Yeah, I just want to shout out to all the single moms out there. You guys are incredible. You guys are doing really great. Why I'm saying this is because, I know how hard it is, to grow a child up alone and everything without having a father in his life. Part of the reason why we're having a really big problem in the minority society is because a lot of fathers aren't in the life of the child. Donald Trump, you can call him whatever you're going to call him, but Joe Biden isn't an angel either. The thing is, we have to hold ourselves accountable to what we do. We do not have to rely on the system. We do not have to rely on politicians to make a change for us. Change starts with us. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, thank you. But listen, this is what I'm finna say. Man, listen, I enjoyed you being here today, man. It was a fun show. People don't know me and you kick it like this all the time when we're on the line. So don't think we argue, because we're good friends.
And shout out to your wife. She's really incredible and supportive.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, man, I really appreciate you being here today, man. Of course, I agree with nothing you said. but I agree with it. I got a lot of friends I agree with. And this is what America got to be about, man. We got to be able to come together, sit down, laugh, and talk, and try to find the issues that are gonna help us move forward, man.
Yeah. I agree.
And this is what I want this show to be about. I want people to call in and get on you. I want you to stay, stand your ground. and we have a good time, and hopefully somebody out there who maybe did call in got something out of that.
Sorry for the S word, dude. This was my first time. Actually, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have used that. I apologize.
Well, we accept your apology, and let's hope I still got a show.
Yeah.
But
good afternoon.
But listen, everybody, you still can go to GoFundMe. Don't forget that GoFundMe page for Outside the Round Table, because we all in this together, and every little bit counts. So you go to GoFundMe, Outside the Round Table. If you got any questions or any information you want to give me, you can send me outside the round table at gmail.com. Any information that you might need me to know. I love everybody. I want everybody to be safe. Once again, we appreciate Nabil coming in today, because I got a lot of friends that are scared to come in. So until next Tuesday at noon, this is HR Outside the Round Table, and I'm out.